ready.
Thank you, Noah, but also I hate you, Noah, for allowing us to take a look at yet again another Star Wars Transformers crossover clone trooper toy. This time, it's the Freeco Speeder Captain Rex. We all love Captain Rex, right? He's the best clone ever. Yeah, anyone who says that obviously does not know the supremacy of Cody or Fordo, but I digress. Anyways, this is the Freeco Speeder version. I honestly kind of forgot this existed because I didn't really follow the Transformers crossovers line too much as it was coming out. I was mostly just about the figures and the Lego too. I was kind of interested in the Lego. But anyways, Noah in the P.O. box sent me the Freeco Speeder Captain Rex, and I figured we'd take a look at it because I think you guys really enjoyed the other Transformers crossovers clone trooper videos. And hey, this one's kind of interesting because those other ones, those molds were made earlier on. This one is a 2010 figure, I believe. So it's one of the later Transformers crossovers, and we can see whether or not they've improved or not. Spoiler alert, they did a little bit, but not too much. Anyways, the Freeco Speeder alt mode is pretty good. It's not perfect. I like the landing gear there, I guess. I don't know. It just looks like landing gear. Man, this looks like a ship more so than it does a speeder. But still has the big old cockpit, which is all painted silver because there's robot bits inside, and you can't really see those now, can you? I feel like the nose is just kind of thin. I don't know. It just... The proportions of the Freeco Speeder have never really been appealing to me, but it's still a neat design. I think the paint's really good, though. The paint is really nice. You have it along there and along there. I was honestly thinking this was going to be a Jedi when I first saw it, because I saw that back there and thought, oh, that must be the lightsaber. But no, it's just the missile, because apparently there's a missile on the back of the speeder. Yeah, because that's how missiles work. Yeah, and then it turns into a weapon that makes no sense, but okay. Anyways, you can retract the landing gear if you want, but not all the way because transformation stupidity. Yeah, you can retract it, and then, oh, you can Freeco speed. Oh no, he sort of broke apart. What a shame. It's almost like he transforms or something. Speaking of that, we should probably get around to transforming him. But before we do that, here's a comparison with the figure of Snow Gear Captain Rex. Mine's a little yellowed because I treated him in hydrogen peroxide, and as we all know, if you do that, it treats the white for a little bit, but then it comes back and it gets slightly worse. So yeah, I'll have to fix that again later. But yeah, there's a comparison of the figures. They're not in scale, but whatever. Anyways, let's transform this thing. First step you do is you remove the back chunk. That's what I found out. You just remove it, and then it attaches really odd. It's kind of got the shape. And then you flip out the teeny little handle, and obviously this is without a doubt supposed to represent a DC-15. Okay, moving on. We have the rest of the thing. What I like doing with these weird toys, I just like taking them apart and seeing what happens. So you sort of just take it apart and see what happens. You move those down, and then you flip, and then, oh, there's the head. We'll talk about that in a little bit, because it's really interesting. Then you take this on this hinge, and you have to work around everything else to get it around. But you get it around, and then that's pretty much the back done. And then you take the shoulders, and then you kind of compress them in. And then, hey, you're kind of looking more like a Captain Rex boy. Stretch out the arms. Then this is nice. I respect this. This is like a proper Transformers engineering method. There's a little door. You couldn't even see it. You'll see it on the other arm, trust me. You take the door, and then you flip out the hand. That's a proper Transformers thing. These arms, I'm not gonna lie, look like proper robot arms. Let's see how the legs work. So you get his little landing gear kind of stretched out. Then you pull his crotch down, and then you put his landing gear in to kind of form the rest of his stomach. And then this is where things get interesting. Oh. So you pretty much just sort of fold his legs like that, sort of. And then you get his feet. Then you flip his feet like that. And then there's a foot. And then there's another foot. And then, oh, we done? Yeah. He looks so good from the waist up. And then the waist down, the designer just kind of gave up. I keep tugging on it, hoping maybe something else happens. But no. That's what he looks like. There we go. There's Freeco Speeder Captain Rex in robot mode. You can turn these and maybe reposition them if you want. I personally kind of think it looks slightly better because it looks more white clone armory if you do it like that. Then again, they look really skinny and really weird. Okay. See, that's the thing. They need to draw from different parts of the vehicle to make the robot look good. Like, see this? Honestly, you get the backpack compressed, and it's kind of looking decent. I'm not going to lie. That's actually a pretty decent looking robot backpack. But you still could have used some of that mass, maybe for the legs, somehow. I don't know. Some Transformers have amazing engineering, and I feel like maybe they could have done something better with that. Anyways, you get the DC-15 in his hand, and there you go. There he is in robot mode. Another comparison with the action figure version of Snow Gear Rex. And you can see he kind of has the continuation of his cloth down there. And then he just has random blue. And then Freeco Speeder. That's really it. It's honestly not too faithful of a designer sculpt. Honestly, let's talk about this head sculpt because it's really bad. While I commended the head sculpt of Cody for actually looking really good, I don't know what they were thinking when they sculpted this, because I don't know how well you guys can kind of assess symmetry of things, but right off the bat, that helmet is not symmetrical. You can see there's the middle of the visor, and then there's the middle of the crest. Look at that. The helmet is not symmetrical. Here's the helmet turned completely straight, right? The helmet is straight now, aligned to the body. But the face isn't straight because the sculpt is wonky. It looks like a drawing I would have done back when this thing came out in 2010, when I was 12 years old. Now granted, I've never been too good of an artist, and I bet some of you guys are way better artists than I am. But still, this is a horrible sculpt for the helmet. I mean, it looks kind of cool. I'm not going to lie, I still like it. But when it comes to actual sculpt, I don't know what they were thinking. Anyways, though, I love the shade of blue. Blue is my favorite color, so naturally, I love this shade of blue. It's really cool. I like it. Get it cool? Because Snow Gear Captain Rex. Whoa. Man, I'm still sick. Anyways, let's talk about articulation real quick. Head's on a swivel, as you probably already saw. Legs should be extended and not collapsing. At least they're a little better than some of the other figures. The arms move up. They move forward. They have a little elbow action right there, which is nice. They also have a forearm rotation. They also have a wrist rotation, which is surprising. They also have a waist rotation, which is nice. You move forward at the legs. You move out at the legs, the weird legs. Then you don't have a thigh swivel, but you have a lower knee swivel, and then you have a knee on the weird legs, and then you have a swivel at the weird legs, and then you have a weird leg toe joint, and then you have a weird leg thing. And then, did I mention his legs are really weird? Yeah, they're weird, but that's the articulation. There we go, guys. It's pretty much this Clone Wars Transformer crossover Captain Rex. I'm hoping I can get more of these. I kind of want the ATTE one. I definitely want that gunship one because that looks absolutely terrible, and I'm curious to see how bad it actually is. But before we go, though, let's do a comparison with the other two we've talked about. Notably, this did not have any sort of companion minifigure at all because they phased that out after a while, probably because kids kept losing them because they're way too tiny. But here it is next to Cody, my boy Cody, which honestly, I hate to say it, looks a little better, even though this thing actually fell off, but okay. And then here it is with what I think is the best toy out of the bunch, the ARC 170. So yeah, that's my Transformers crossover Clone Trooper collection so far. Interesting toys. As you know, I'm quite the Transformers collector, and comparing these to proper Transformers toys wow, they have some problems. But still, they're pretty commendable. I would say this one looks the best. This one has the best management of the vehicle parts, because, what can I say, man, that backpack, it actually came together really nice. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the nicest backpacks I've seen on a non-good Transformers toy, I guess. And then he is just the coolest, most fun, practical toy. Best alt mode of these so far, definitely his. His alt mode is perfect. Then probably his, because you don't see Commander Cody hands in the front of it like that one. There we go. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. If there's links below, P.O. Box below, description, okay. Goodbye.